Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Menard and welcome to Microbiology Lecture. So this fall the class will be completely online and my office information is listed here, telephone number, and this is my college email. It would be easier if you guys just contacted me through the email in my courses. I'm in there quite a bit, so I'll respond to you as fast as I can. I will be on campus Monday through Thursday and in my office during these times here on Monday and Wednesday, 12:30 to 1:30, and Tuesday and Thursday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. However, there's no face-to-face office hours. During these times, you can telephone me. I will be on my courses during that time also, so if you email me, you'll get a pretty quick response during those times. Also, feel free to reach out to me, and if you'd like a private Zoom session for any questions you might have, concerns, etc., I'll make myself available to you that way as well. And the Dean of the department is Dr. Nativia Middleton, and the academic chair is Dr. Stephen Andrasik. So we're going to be looking at microbes, all different kinds, diversity, things that causes infections, and we're going to learn how to identify and classify microbes this semester. Again, this is completely online. And as far as attendance goes, because you're not going to be meeting me face to face, I would appreciate it if you would take screenshots of specific slides that are in each one of the lectures. It will say take a screenshot, take a picture of that, and upload it into the drop boxes that have been set up. Again, there's no points for this. If you miss one or two and you're completing other assignments, you'll be fine. But this is just for attendance purposes only. So if you have special accommodations, again, please reach out to me and I will take care of that for you. So what are we going to be doing this semester? Well, we want to understand microbes and microbial genetics, how microbes interact with us and basically impact us, whether it's for health purposes or others. We're going to cover that. So we'll start out by learning differences between microbes, prokaryotes which don't have a nucleus, eukaryotes which do have a nucleus, and we'll talk about different structures and function and things like that. We'll look at how cells regulate their activity, energy, and metabolism. You may have heard of the Krebs cycle glycolysis. We'll talk all about that. How do we identify them? So we need to know how to identify different microbes, especially when someone has an infection, so that we know how to treat that. And there's a lot of diversity out there, so we'll be taking a look at that as well. How do these impact us? How do they impact the environment? How do they impact our health, etc.? So we're also going to talk about things like DNA and RNA and proteins and function, all of that good kind of stuff. And mutations are something that we will also discuss this semester, because not only do microbes mutate somewhat, but certain diseases that we have as humans are caused by different mutations that can occur. Another thing that we'll talk about, guys, is antibiotic resistance. There's a lot of resistant strains out there, and we want to make sure that we understand how can we treat those particular types of infections that have become, the microbe has become resistant. So in our first chapter, we'll talk about a little bit of history and see how things relate to microbiology, where we were, where we are, and where we're going. We'll also talk about things like how microbes can cause disease, that's pathogenicity, different infections. Food poisoning is something that we'll also cover this semester as well. So we're also going to talk about different types of antimicrobial drugs, not just antibiotics, but antifungals, antivirals, and things like that. Also, we'll take a look at biotechnology, methods of genetic engineering, and how do we use these tools then to aid us in identifying and then fighting off some different types of infections. So the grading scale then for this class is as follows. You will have a midterm and you will have a final exam. Then we're going to have 4 discussion posts, and we will have 6 quizzes, and you will have 2 homeworks. There are no extra credit points in this class, so therefore if you need to get an A, which I think all of you would like to get an A, you'll need to have at least 360 points in this class in order to do so. So again, the exams are going to be online, and what you're going to want to do, class, is you're going to want to look at the PowerPoints, watch the videos that I've uploaded, start studying the concepts. A lot of times things will be in red. I'll say, know this. Go to your textbook, look at those specific concepts, and start to study for that. It will be completely multiple choice. So both the midterm and final will be multiple choice. There's no makeup, so you have to take the exam before it closes. Now, because this is online, the way that the exams will be proctored is through a program called HonorLock. There's a link here. There's also more information in my courses to make sure that you know if your system is compatible. I've uploaded a link for you for HonorLock support. So if you have any issues, we'll make sure we get that taken care of before you have your first exam. With the discussion post class, I'm going to ask you to go in, post on the topic, and if you do that, you will get 7 points. Then you'll be able to actually respond to 2 other people, and for each one that you respond to, you'll get 1.5 points. So you respond to 2, you get 3 points, therefore you'll get 10 points total. The quizzes, there are 6, they're all multiple choice. Again, these are going to be worth 20 points total. Sometimes you'll have only 10 questions, sometimes up to 20, so the point values per question will vary, and you will have 30 minutes to take each quiz. If you fail to take the quiz before it closes, you will receive a 0. There's no way to reopen the quizzes once they are done. 2 homework assignments, they will be due in a Dropbox no later than the date that's indicated on there, and no late homeworks will be accepted. Again, class, for screenshots, you just take a picture of it, upload it into the Dropbox. And I just want to make one comment about formatting for anything in the Dropbox. The homework assignments, your signature sheet for the lecture to make sure that you looked at the syllabus, those can be a Word document, PDF file, etc. If you take pictures, I can accept PDF, I can accept PNG, JPEG, but those of you with iPhones, be careful because sometimes it saves it as a HEIC file. I can't open those, so those files are not acceptable to upload. Academic dishonesty, well, don't cheat and you'll be okay. So this is the textbook. You can buy a used one. I'm okay with that. I will have Mastering up. I'm not using it for any assignments, but if you purchase a book with the code for Mastering, you'll be able to have access to animations, study questions, and all that kind of stuff. To save yourself some money, the ebook is fine as well. So here's the information on that. So here's the actual schedule. So please go through the whole thing yourself, but I'll kind of scroll down here. And you'll notice that I do remind you of when certain things are going to be due. For instance, your first quiz you've got to take by August 30th. We've got a discussion post on COVID that's going to open August 31st. You'll have 2 to 3 weeks to take that, etc. So I also tried to put what each quiz is going to cover so you guys know what to be studying for those. Your midterm exam is listed here. You'll have 3 days that you can take it. I open it that Friday morning on October 9th, and it will close Sunday at 11:30 p.m. And again, as you go through, you'll see when homeworks are due, quizzes are due, etc. And then again, your final is also going to be similar. You will have 3 days in order to take that. So what I'm going to ask you to do after you watch this video, you've had some time to look and read through the syllabus in a little more detail. Please sign this sheet and then upload it into the Dropbox for me. So I just want to show a few features in my courses just so you're aware. First of all, to access the syllabus and any other information like weekly, go to this should show up, but Course Home is what you should already be able to see. And then you're going to see course content. So if you click on the course content, I've laid this out week by week. This particular video will be in week 1 after I have it finished. And then what you're going to see is I will always have a brief explanation of what you're going to cover, but more importantly, class, every single period, you're going to see a read first document. You'll click on that and it will tell you what you need to do for the week. So every week, week 2, you'll see the document, week 3, etc. I've got the first 9 weeks set up for you guys. There's videos, you just click on them and it will take you to that, etc. Okay, so that's the course content tab. Now, if you go over here where you see submission review, you can access your discussion posts through that. And again, I've already got the one for COVID-19. Actually, I have all of them set up. And then if you click on it, you'll be able to, it'll ask you to start a thread. You post to that. And then we have one on antibiotic resistance, vaccinations, and finally food poisoning is the other one. Now, this is also where you can access your drop boxes. So if you click on drop boxes, then you'll see over here, the one for your signature sheet is here. The different screenshots are listed there as well. Homeworks will go in the Dropbox. And then finally, the other thing that's in there, and I don't have your quizzes uploaded just yet, guys, but you'll click on the quizzes tab, and that will also bring you to the quizzes that you need to take. So I'm really looking forward to having a great semester. Please feel free to contact me whenever. I really try to get back to my classes and my students as fast as I can after I hear from you. Also on Fridays, every Friday, I'm going to send you what I call a touching base email. And that's just to remind you to make sure you have whatever things need to be accomplished during that week finished, and then just to get you started on what you need to do for the week coming up. So here's hoping for a great semester. I hope you're all well, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you this fall semester.